This is our first call, so we'll get used to the workflow here. I need everything in writing because I don't look at the photographs. When you see me doing these landlord call club calls, I'm looking at your notes.
Correct.
Your notes, not pictures. I'm not going to look through all of that and trudge through what's there, et cetera.
All right.
In the future, because again, I have a rolling note system here. CRM is going to be very important. You think we're going to call a store and the landlord's going to say yes or no? Well, that's not the way this works. Many times there's an ambiguous answer, or, hey, I really love what you guys do. It makes perfect sense. I really want a good long-term tenant. Now is not the time. There's another answer.
Mm-hmm.
You need to keep this rolling tally, and notes are important. You'll forget. Trust me. Maybe 6 months or 6 years from now, they call back. They want us. We need to go back and look because maybe he's going to say in this phone call, oh, yeah, well, we need to get 50 cents a square foot. And then in a year, he says it's $1.50. Well, that's not exactly right. Okay, so Golf Links is closed. Let's talk about that one.
The photo of the number down is the Golf Links.
Okay, got it. Now, here's the point. Is the landlord putting a handwritten, sorry, laundromat is closed due to health reasons? That doesn't mean COVID-19. That means excuse. Why is this laundromat closed?
Just man, from the reviews, it just was a horrible reviews online.
Why is this laundromat closed?
Oh, okay, keep it basic, like you say, because he doesn't know how to run the laundromat.
It's not making money.
Correct.
Do you close your hot dog stand or your national chain or your laundromat because of health reasons? No. It's grossing $35,000 a month and netting $10,000, $12,000. You're going to close it because you got sick?
Right.
No. For sale laundromat, building, or building only. What is that next thing? 20,000, 2,000?
2,000. I couldn't read it at first, but he's saying 2,000 square feet. It's in the other note he had on the other door. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Text only. Got a phone number. Text only.
I know.
So let me text the number. Stand by.
All right.
What I'm texting is extremely ambiguous because I want to get a call back.
Okay.
I go into a lot of detail. Text me about buying your building ASAP. That's all I write. Now, we know that the landlord operates this place. How do we know? Because he's saying, I'll sell the building, I'll sell the laundromat, I'm desperate to do anything. How many customers are going to walk up and say, well, I'm going to buy this place. That sounds great. Oh, God, he's calling us back. Let's talk to him. Stand by. This is Danny.
Danny, how you doing? My name is text me about a building. I'm in Tucson. Hello? You still there?
Hey, sorry, Bob.
Yeah, sorry. I was just going to hang up. It's like, oh, he disappeared.
No, I only do that on weekends. This is an old broken down laundromat.
There we go.
So you own the building?
Not totally broken down, but yeah, go on. Yes, sir.
Sure. I've been doing laundries for 15 years in 3 states, and I'm intrigued by infrastructure. We're not purchasing properties right now, so I'm not interested in the business. I'm interested in discussing a long-term lease. And I can say this, you want to sell that building, great. Sell it with $300,000 in brand new washers and dryers in place and a sparkling new laundromat that's being run properly with Alexa systems and 24-hour operation. I'd buy that building. You know, I'm not looking to buy this building. What's the square footage on the laundromat?
Just a tad under 2,000.
And on a 15-year term, Bob, what would be your ask?
Monthly?
You can tell me yearly. I can do pretty quick math, but monthly's easier.
Make me an offer. Let's see where you're standing.
Sure. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I can say this without knowing you at all. Don't know how many buildings you own. Don't know if you have a mortgage on this space. I don't make offers. My debt service on this store will be close to $8,000 a month in the new equipment. I know that.
Okay.
And laundries, again, all I can do, Bob, is fall back on my expertise, which is laundromats. I'm a landlord myself. I own commercial properties. And I have to take into consideration what type of operator that is. If it's a national chain, AT&T, they call us and we think, oh, my God, this is great. We just won the lottery. They don't do any business in their stores. They sell minutes somewhere in the cloud. They don't care if anybody walks into that wireless service center every day. Where,
okay.
I'm not that. I'm not that. So I have to ask the question again, what is your ask? I don't know if you own the building. I don't know if you've got to pay a mortgage, but I can't pay exorbitant rents, and I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings. My answer is as little as possible, but I need to know what you need to collect.
Right, I understand. Well, I could start out a number. We can negotiate from there. $2,500 a month.
Okay. So you
plus
understand?
Plus
sure. Yeah. Triple net lease. You understand that I'm not interested in purchasing the business at any price. You get that?
Understood.
Okay.
I will remove all the equipment out of the store.
Why would you do that?
Because you're renting the buildings. You're not renting the equipment, not renting the laundry.
Do you know why I'm calling you?
Yeah, because you want to replace all the equipment with new equipment.
Sure.
So you don't need the equipment. Go on.
Sure. I'm calling because of the infrastructure that's there.
I know exactly. No. I leave the towers. God, I can't think what they call the bulkheads. I leave all that stuff. All I would do is pull out washers and dryers. I leave all the exhaust stuff.
But I did. Sure. But I did ask you a question, and I mean that sincerely. Why would you do that?
Because I have someone that's interested in buying the equipment.
You have someone interested in purchasing the equipment. Okay.
Yes.
The equipment is aged. It's beyond. It's at end of life. It's at end of life. So if you sell that equipment, I'm no longer interested in a long-term lease, which will probably put, I don't know, $300,000 in your pocket. Here's why. My intention is to open the doors as soon as possible, have some rent abatement ahead of me. Yes, we'll talk about that. We're not quite there yet. The most important thing is the rate abatement, how I get this place running. It's not a zero-sum game for me with the new equipment, but I'm afraid I can't let you sell it because you're not going to go in there and remove the equipment. I'm not going to remove the equipment. We're going to end up with some guys that are going to go in there and likely up the copper or the electrical in some way. I've seen it. I'm always intrigued by nasty old laundromats with the infrastructure in place.
Let me back up a second.
Yeah.
I will be the one removing the equipment.
Okay. So let's do that at a later time. It's all yours. You can have every stick of it at some later date. I'll help you remove it.
I know exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You want to get the business up and running as it sits at the moment, generate some revenue.
There's all the customers that used to come. I'm a customer guy, believe it or not. Most laundromats are not. I don't want to make any assumptions. You didn't buy this place. You obtained it and tried to operate it at some point. I'm guessing. I really don't know, but I've seen it happen. And
80% of my customers will come back, if not 90%.
Well, now you're trying to sell me. I already know that, but I'm not after those.
I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just making a point.
Yeah, I'm not after those 90%. I'm after 130% of the new customers.
Dude, I'm 100%. I understand you 100%. It's a good location.
I can offer you. I can't do more than $1 a square foot, and that's at year 10. I can write you a letter of intent at 80 cents a square foot plus triple nets, and we've spent 10 minutes on the phone. No skin off my nose. If not, I can put you a letter of intent together, explain to you what we do, how we do it, send you before and after photos of my previous operations in the valley, and go from there. But it is a laundromat. And, Bob, I can't help myself. Again, exorbitant rents come from national chains and some restaurants that have been around for a long time. not Laundromat.
I understand. Now, is this 80 cents a month per square foot per month or per year?
80 cents, $10 a year, 80 cents a square foot per month.
Okay, got it. Okay.
If we're close, I'll put together a letter of intent.
So you're talking $1,600 a month rent?
To start.
Plus triple net. Give me 24 hours to think this over, if that's cool with you.
Of course. Take a day. And let me caution you, you've got a handwritten sign in the glass that says Laundromat and Building for sale.
Yes.
If you find somebody willing to buy that business, that ain't me. That ain't us. It's not my group.
No, I got you. I understand.
Somebody willing to give you X amount of dollars for that laundromat as it sits, they're going to, they're going to fall flat on their face in 6 months. The next step is rent abatement, what you can do for me so I can get my feet on the ground. But you take the 24 hours. Send me a text at this number. It's my cell phone.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, no problem, boss. Thanks, Dan.
Well, that's a rarity, but that was your – how many phone calls have we made to how many landlords?
Just this one right here.
So you probably think because it's human nature, well, every time Danny makes a phone call, we end up getting a lease.
No. He was something to handle.
This is a road. Sometimes the road's long, sometimes it's short, sometimes there's forks. You get it.
Correct.
He went from 2,500 thinking, well, I got a slick guy on the phone that knows this business to let me think about 1,600.
Right.
I always ask after the first landlord call, what did you think? What did you hear? What did you think of that call? It's different when you're watching it on YouTube than when it's you, isn't it?
Correct. You got me sweating like I was the one speaking.
I prefer to be in the driver's seat, man.
Man.
I don't give a shit.
She was driving fast and driving hard. I wasn't used to that. It was beautiful. You know what I mean? And his communication was kind of odd, but the way you dealt with it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I took notes.
Good.
For sure.
Good. The 24-hour thing, the whole game. People despise negotiating, and that's the whole. Well, what is your ask, Bob? Well, what's your offer? No, I already asked you once. Now I need to gently turn that dial and get him back to what's your ask. And I can't blame him for asking for, over $1 a square foot. We've got him under. So that gives us a nice open playing field where we can get back to $1 or end up with that.
Right.
We shall see. I would assume he will text me very soon.
Few hours or the next day?
Well, I'm not going to roll the dice and guess like that. I mean, he's got. Why would he say 24 hours? I don't know. He's got to think and mull it over.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know when he texts me.
For sure.